started Eat with Muslims January of 2017, and we had this feeling of a sense of growing hate, crimes committed against Muslim Americans,
spewing hate.
Yeah, and we felt that it was important for us to be proactive and put our stories in the forefront and get people together over food, which is very important, and talk to people, tell them a little bit about our beliefs, about our personalities, and showcase our, cultures, and really just engage with people that we normally would never meet.
Yeah, I mean, we just didn't want to leave it to chance anymore. You keep hearing all these horror stories about Muslims and who we are supposed to be, and I gotta tell you, if I was not Muslim, and I hear these stories, from Fox News, I would be terrified too. I wouldn't like me either. So we just had to do something. It was very important for us to, just be proactive and take charge of our own story, our own narrative.
Yeah, so we've been working mostly in the Seattle, Washington area. We've gone to Portland as well. And we live in a fairly liberal part of the country, but we also understood that even our neighbors here weren't familiar with any Muslims. They didn't know much about our faith, and they didn't know much about who we were. And we have so many diverse people here in Seattle. We're very lucky. And so it was important for us even to reach out to our liberal community members to share some stories about who we are, because we're not in the media and we're not out there able to showcase our unique cultures and unique identities.
We also wanted to meet voters people that voted for Trump. Sure enough, Tiffany reached out to us from rural Iowa. And we were like, yeah, we're coming to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we had a beautiful opportunity to get on a plane and go meet her and facilitate a conversation between her community, her friends from her church, and some Muslims. So excited to get this adventure started. We're gonna meet Tiffany and talk to her a little bit about Iowa. She is from Des Moines and was the one that initially invited us out here, so really excited. And here we are, pulling up to Smoky Road Cafe, where we're meeting Tiffany. It's a popular place for politicians to come and engage with voters, and it's very close to the colleges. So it's a good location to have our first introduction to her.
Hi, my name is Tiffany McSkimming, and I am a registered nurse, and I live in Iowa. I was born and raised around Des Moines, Iowa, and I absolutely love it here. I think in Atlanta Airport on my way back home from a medical trip, and I saw an Airbnb magazine, and I didn't know Airbnb had a magazine. All I knew is that my husband and I had used it to stay at a couple different places. So I opened it up and I saw this really cool article called Eat with Muslims. And I was like, oh wow, that sounds totally cool. And I'm like, I personally don't know any Muslim people, and I love different cultures and learning about other people, and you can never have too many friends. And so I'm just like, I wonder if this is something that could be done in Iowa. And so I did what normal people do, and I Facebook stalked Eat with Muslims, and I found it, and I reached out to whoever it was that was the head of it, and I was just like, hey, my name's Tiffany, and I'm interested in this. Do you travel? Do you go anywhere with this? But I think this would be something great for Iowa, and just a great chance to be able to break bread with each other and get to know Muslims, and hopefully develop some great friendships.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great conversation with Tiffany. And what did you think of her? Did you think that she was a Trump voter?
It's funny because I knew since she reached out to us, maybe she wasn't, but I know that, you know, there were a lot of people in Iowa that did vote for him. She seemed pretty conservative though in her religion and her views.
Yeah, she kind
So-
of mentioned that she's a very conservative person.
Yeah.
So when she said that, and she said that a couple of times, I had a feeling that maybe she voted
Yeah.
for,
And we didn't-
for Trump. But it
didn't
didn't
ask,
matter
we
because
didn't
she was
play.
just so wonderful. In the beginning, it would be very hard to think that someone who voted for Trump would actually reach out to Muslims. But it was cool anyway.
It was.
That actually made it even more interesting,
Yeah.
I think.
Because we had to reconcile our feelings towards those who voted for him, and then how they could be decent human beings. And
Yes.
I know that what we talk about with some conservatives is that, and Republicans is that, they don't really care about people that look like us, certainly not immigrants or Muslims. So, and black folks. So it was kind of like, whoa, what is this? And it was eye-opening to talk to her
Yes,
first
yes.
night.